inside. It's Collins. Got enough for the first. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Throwing. Carr. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pulls it on the option. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Carr. Trying to find the end zone. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. Just going to keep it after the snap. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown.
And I love the aggressiveness early. Love that they went for it on 4th down. They punch it in. They get the 7. And here's the thing, Palmer. I love the aggressiveness. When you start to get this goal-to-goal situations, the defense now, even if they get a stop, they got to go the whole length of a field against my squad. Love people that go for touchdowns instead of field goals down here.
Well, I think the offensive line also helps the head coach make that call, knowing that he can trust these guys to get it done. These guys are battle-tested. A lot of these players have been in big games and played in big moments. So here you are early in this situation. Let's roll the dice. Let's capitalize on this and trust those big fellas to get it done.
And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. And you get the idea that he'll be keeping an eye on the kind of day his counterpart is having for their offense.
We've got 2 receivers playing in this game, 2 of the best of the entire country, 2 guys who had an opportunity to go to the next level, but they came back because they knew they had a chance to compete for a national championship. And now, David, we get this game where these guys are going to go head-to-head. They're seniors. They know the system. They have great chemistry with their quarterbacks, and they're ready to put on a show.
And if you don't think they're peeking over to the other side every time they're not on the field, you are absolutely wrong. This is that kind of showdown. This is draft stock jockeying, right? This is Bolitnikoff at the end of the season. They want to make a name for themselves. Who is the best wide receiver? No better opportunity than to do it head-to-head, and we got that stage today.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Finds his man. It's Miller. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Quick completion to the right. Past the 40. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Miller. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Running inside. It's Poe. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy, man. He is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays. So you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
They bring the punter onto the field now. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Nice directional kick there like a solid iron shot. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Looking for room. It's Compton. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Carr. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that before a short gain. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Blasted as he lets it go. with the catch. It's Weeks. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The give to the left. Could be an alley. Makes it past the marker. A very productive run. Gets it inside the 40 all the way down to the 38-yard line. Trying to seal the edge on the right. He's going to lose a yard on that. losing a couple on that last play. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. This time, they get him in the backfield, and they take back what he got on the previous play. Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Right down the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Fires it incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Caught behind the line. It's buried. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They want to run this quarterback. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. They've already converted a 4th down here in the 1st quarter, and they'll try it again. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Makes the grab in their space. Oh, he got loose. Running free. Getting this offense going. Stopped him at the 38 after the huge gain. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The give to the tailback. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback keep. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
And he'll bring it back. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stops. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Compton. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Quick catch on 3rd down. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. Fast completion move to sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll move the wide receiver. On the run, it's Collins. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. Right back to the well. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the incompletion is an open invitation to the special teams unit to come onto the field. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They're able after that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Working that left side now. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Got it behind the line. It's Miller. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Keeps it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
You know, sometimes as a quarterback, guys, you just need a new environment. You need a change of scenery. And this was a highly recruited guy. Didn't quite work out for him at his last destination. So now here he is, and he's not playing in a Power 4 conference by any stretch, but he feels like with this coaching staff, he's a better fit in this system, and he thinks he's going to have a big year.
And this is something we don't talk about as much, man. There's a lot of talent that also comes down now. So there's talent going up, yes, to new places, but these are really talented kids that don't necessarily get to start. But he's got, obviously, the name. He's got some ability, some skill. Interested to see him. New coaching staff, new environment, new start to see if we see the best version of him.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And they're in for a touchdown. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. On the run, it's Collins. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Throwing. Carr. Finds his big tight end. Makes the grab, and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. After that last incompletion, the offense is now in punt formation. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. The run inside. It's Bell. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. Let's see what they've got on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's James. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Off play action. The sure hands. It's Poe. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. Looking to throw on first down. It's caught. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. After the 9-yard completion, a wide-open playbook on 2nd and short. Running inside. It's Bell. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Keeps it himself. Here's a little room there. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. An explosive play in the running game. Moves the sticks for the first down, but there is an injured player on the field. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly. Touchdown.
Well, it's always nice to get the first one out of the way. That's the first passing touchdown for the season in this offense, and they've got a lot of playmakers. Their quarterback is accurate, makes good decisions. You saw it on that play. That's the first, and it certainly won't be the last.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. An 84-yard drive there, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Motion from the back. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They'll try to run for it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Compton. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground with the counter. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
He'll keep it on 2nd down. Jukes his way for more. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They'll try to pick up this third down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. Carr. Oh, they're after him. Quickly to the tight end. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The run inside. It's Collins. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Carr. Pressure coming. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And they've converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. Leaves it with the back. Nice move to keep running. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juice. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through.
What a weapon this kicker is. When you've got leg talent like that, you're liable to score from anywhere on the field. Just get the ball close to midfield, and you can put 3 on the board.
And he'll just begin. This drive will start at the 25. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. On the ground, it's Bell. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
That last completion left him with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Running inside, it's Bell. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. And is their senior defensive end, and they can ill afford to lose him for a long period of time. Holly Rowe will check in on his condition. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Got it in the middle. It's James. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. We're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's got...
There's some room. Got enough space. And into the end zone for a touchdown.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Push down for the tackle. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Makes the grab. It's Barry.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Carr on play action. On target. First catch of the season as this freshman tight end wastes no time getting involved. Came up just inches short on 1st down. Now just a few links to go here on 2nd. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Wide receiver going in motion. Running the red zone. It's Collins. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Loss on 1st down, increase the degree of difficulty. 2nd and goal from the 8. There's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal, makes a catch. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Now a 2-possession game at 24-13.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And here's the return. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bell. He's now up to 71 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive 1st half here in this season opener. Wants to fire on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Montgomery. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. With that last catch, he now breaks the 1,500-yard mark for his career.
And that's a pretty good accomplishment, man. Hitting 1,500 yards, that speaks to your consistency, your durability, and your playmaking ability, Palmer, to consistently make plays. Because when you got those guys, as a quarterback, you find them.
It's pretty nice. 1,500 yards, obviously a great number. The cool thing about him, though, he doesn't care about the stats. This guy just wants to win week in, week out. He's hungry, and he's made plays throughout his career.
On the run, it's Poe. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The run inside. It's Bell. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Going to the ground. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. Set up for the a first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Here's Carr to throw. Got a man. It's Weeks. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Carr. Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Looking downfield on first down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
Looking for blockers. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 4 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's Georgia in real jeopardy of kissing that top 10 ranking goodbye. They're being punked right now, dominated in every aspect of the game, and we haven't even hit halftime. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Bringing things back to your game, one more refresher on how the first half went down. What an effective job both of these teams have done running the football. Both have gone over 100 yards, and it's because both have committed to pounding the rock. Credit these coordinators with sticking to the game plan. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best of the biz for the start of this third quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Bounced right back to them. Second down after the offense recovered its own fumble. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to escape and get it himself. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the ball comes to rest right there. They're backed up first and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Gonna run it. It's Collins. That'll be a beneficial run as he creates some breathing room and gets it up to the 13-yard line.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
Throwing. Carr pulls it in. It's Berrios. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
Looking for a man. It's Carr. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Play action. Carr. Carr in the backfield. It's
there shows me the quarterback has a plan. He had no hesitation. The defense was bearing down.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And there is little more difficult to defend than pressure right up the middle, and the big nose tackle brings it there.
And he starts right on the football. A lot of time he gets double teamed, right? Because he's right there and you got the guards next to him. But the big fella just uses his power, overpowers the line, gets to the quarterback, and gets the sack.
Offense going to be challenged to protect on third down after that last sack. Carr. On the run, fires downfield. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. Running inside, it's Poe. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. So now it's second and long. Grab behind the line, it's Miller. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. How aggressive might this play call be on third and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. And here comes the punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Looking for a gap. It's Compton. Got enough for the first. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Maybe a crease. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd. Because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are first and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Run in the red zone, it's Collins. Forges ahead for one to the 8-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Pulls it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Under fire. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And the offense, man, he couldn't find anybody open. Like, somebody's got to create some separation, or what do? How about I throw a jump ball to one of my big receivers out wide that can go up and dunk on somebody's head and catch the football? Maybe find my big playmakers and try to force them the ball down here in the red zone.
So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it out. It's Poe. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone. Did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Now this This offense is back on the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Poe. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Reads it, fires complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Punt is in the air on 4th down. He's got it. Makes a move. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Here comes the offense onto the field again. The run inside. It's Compton. Made a defender miss. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. They'll snap it from the 28, in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Here's Carr to throw. Rushes on him. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Absolutely center cut. That slices the lead to 2.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Coming out with it, it's Verrier. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Makes the catch. Completion for the first down, and man, did he take a shot, and I think they're going to tack a little more onto that.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
The late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Running inside, it's Poe. They stop him. Cole maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment. Defense.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. To the air on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Montgomery. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Takes the handoff. It's Poe. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll run play action. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. They got him. Great pressure on this defense.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
to punt for the 5th time today. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Throwing, Carr. Sets up the screen. Makes a man miss. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Lost one deep down the right side. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. Oh, they dial up on second, and a long way to go. He wants to change this route. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Compton. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. So as they take a look at the injured player, we will take a timeout. 3rd and 4. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The punt team makes its way onto the field. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Gonna run it. It's Poe. There he goes. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. Finding some room. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Now the play fake. Took a shot as he threw.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
And back to the air on second down. Firing deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
If you don't have good vision, you're not going to be a middle-of-the-field safety. You got a lot of ground to cover from hash to hash. You better be able to see the quarterback. You better be able to see routes and break on the football. Nice job seeing the formation, seeing the route, breaking on it, and making the interception.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. The run inside. It's Compton. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. On the ground with the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield. It's Cook. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll move the wide receiver to the ground to try to pick up the first. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Going for the marker on the ground. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Threw through three quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have put up some stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Play fake, Carr. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Bunch formation for these receivers. Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Unloads to the right. Makes a grab. Bounces into the end zone for a touchdown.
That is complimentary football at its finest. The defense gets the turnover. The offense punctuates it, uses it to their advantage, takes the lead late in the football game. Now that defense that just gave you a good stop, they need another one for you.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. They march 78 yards down the field, and they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. First down here as we dive into the college football season, a Week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Quick tempo here for the offense.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Complete. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And it looked like for a second, man, he was going to take that all away. He was going to score, broke some tackles, made the play, down inside the 5. He finally gets wrapped up. Now this offense set up with a 1st and goal situation.
And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Into the end zone, the 2-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Doyle. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Carr on play action. Grab behind the line. It's Compton. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. This quarterback part of their running game. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And, man, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the D.
Great place to start for this offense. Running inside. It's Poe. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Now try to pound their way in. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. They already have the lead, but they will go for the knockout punch here in the 4th quarter on 4th and goal. He is denied. Stopped just short of the goal line. Pushed his way to the 1 and could go no further. And they'll turn it over on downs.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't, and they got stuffed. He stopped right there, short of the 1st down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. Man, did he find the sweet spot on that one, and just like that, punched them out of trouble. That nifty return sets up the offense and gains some of the yardage on the run. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on 1st down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Poe. And he'll be brought down. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the 1st. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Grabbed in the backfield. It's James. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Poe. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Training staff will take a look and will step aside. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make any of them happen.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll be a touchdown. watch back the ball from about the 25-yard line. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Gets the back moving. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Makes the catch and knocked down. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30. It's 3rd and short. Here's Carr to throw. He's got it. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. New set of downs after the completion. Handoff to the single back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Berry. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Doyle. Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Motion from the wide receiver. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 10. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown. What a play by this defense with a pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Was to pass. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Offense making its way under the field to start the drive. Throwing, Carr. Catch in the middle, it's Berry. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best player.
Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. This time it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it.